Damon had his people throw me off the pack hall at our mating ceremony.
Vivian's pup needs a father on paper. Once my bond with her is dissolved, I will marry you.
Everyone assumed I would wait one more month. After all, I had already waited 7 years. But that very same night, I accepted my family's marriage arrangement. I flew across the border and left Damon's world. For good. 3 years later, I returned to the old territory with my husband for the ancestral rites. Ethan was held up by something urgent, so we fly separately. He sent people from a pack he had acquired 3 years ago to pick me up. In the crowd at the arrival gate, I spotted a sign. It bore my pack name, Lena. I walked toward it. The person holding the sign looked up. It was Damon. Vivian stood beside him, along with the group of old friends from years past. They were waiting for me. They didn't know the person they were waiting for was me. Damon saw me. He startled for a second. Then that self-important smile slid back onto his face.
See? I told you she'd come back. Damon, isn't that your little lapdog, Lena?
Someone in the crowd recognized me. Laughter erupted.
She disappeared for 3 years, and now that Damon's made it big, she comes crawling back? Dressed like that? She can't even afford a decent outfit? Things must have gone badly out there, huh, Lena?
I glanced down at the Heartstone chain on my wrist, the one worth $20 million. I said nothing. Whenever I used to see Damon, I dressed to perfection. The most flawless makeup, the most tailored gown, putting my very best self on display for him. And now, this outfit was custom-made for me by someone Ethan had commissioned, because I was pregnant, and he refused to let me wear anything restrictive. I didn't need to dress up for anyone anymore, all for comfort. I also understood what was happening. They only knew my pack name. They had no idea the person they were here to collect was me, so they were still mocking me, still unaware of what they were doing. The silence stretched too long. One of Damon's old friends stepped in to smooth things over.
Lena, it's good that you're back. Damon's actually been looking for you all these years.
The smile on Damon's face stiffened for a beat.
Vivian's pup is starting academy soon. You'll be responsible for drop-offs and pickups from now on.
3 years had passed. He was exactly the same. That sense of entitlement, that air of superiority. I was about to reveal who I was.
Lena, don't blame Damon. He's arranging this for your own good. The way you've been getting by out there, you don't even qualify to be my personal secretary. Help me look after my son. No one will look down on you for that.
Damon caught me frowning and assumed I was jealous. A flicker of satisfaction crossed his eyes.
All right, if the outside world didn't work out, stop pretending it did. Take care of the child. Know your place. Don't worry, there's no shortage of Omega servant quarters in the house.
He genuinely believed I had come back because I couldn't let him go.
Look how well Damon's taking care of you. Room and board all sorted. Go on, thank Damon.
Lena, don't worry. If my son acts up, I'll discipline him myself. I won't let you be mistreated.
Damon let out a cold laugh.
What does she have to be mistreated about? She vanished over something trivial, and now she's back because she couldn't make it out there. A little hardship is exactly what she deserves.
My heart skipped. Even now, he still called that trivial. The heavy rain outside Pack Hall, his back as he walked in with Vivian. 7 years. To him, it was just a trivial thing. The boy who had once carried me across half the territory while bleeding out himself, just to keep his promise. He was long dead the day he chose Vivian for the first time. It was all in the past. I didn't need any of that anymore. I was about to have my second child. I pressed down every feeling and looked at Damon with perfect calm.
Aren't you here to pick me up? Let's go.
A beat of silence fell over the crowd. Then, laughter exploded.
Wait for you? Who do you think you are? We're waiting for Lena. Do you even know who that is?
Of course I did. That's my name.
Ethan swore never to bond. They say he was waiting for her his whole life. Everyone in the circles knows, if you want to get close to Ethan, go through his Luna. There's nothing he wouldn't give up for that woman.
Listening to them describe my own life, I couldn't keep the corners of my mouth from lifting. 3 years into our bond, Ethan's power had only grown, and his reputation for doting on his Luna had grown with it. Vivian had always had a talent for flaunting other people's lives in my face.
At the Blood Summit auction, Ethan won a Heartstone chain for his Luna. Value, $20 million. Every female on the continent envies that woman. It's this one.
Everyone was staring at the chain on my wrist. Damon grabbed my hand and leaned in for a close look.
Replica. Which delivery boy Omega bought you this? Wearing garbage like that in public, shameless.
I pulled my hand free. I traced my fingers over every stone on the chain. The day Ethan clasped it onto my wrist, he murmured in my ear, "Don't ever take it off." I smiled. Damon saw my smile. His pupils contracted sharply. He lunged forward and ripped the chain from my wrist. I hadn't been ready for it. He got away with it. The thing Ethan gave me had just fallen into Vivian's hands.
Nice weight. Definitely more refined than the fake I bought, but I wouldn't be caught dead wearing something like this in public. Or could it be... Lena, are you Lena? You're the legendary Blood Summit Luna?
The laughter that broke out was deafening because it was absurd. Ethan was the strongest alpha on the continent. And I, 3 years ago, was the broken Omega Damon had driven out of Pack Hall. No one could possibly connect the two. Vivian tossed the chain in her palm, weighing it.
Lena, I'll buy this off you. Double the price. Give it back. That was a gift from Ethan.
Shut up.
Damon towered over me, eyes burning with irritation.
You think you can drop Ethan's name just like that? Spreading rumors about a connection with him in a place like this? Are you trying to get me killed?
Lena, do you have any idea? Getting to receive Ethan's Luna was a chance 1,000 people fought over. Damon's pack was acquired by Ethan 3 years ago. We all survive on his goodwill now. If you spread lies here, you'll bring ruin down on every single one of us.
I slowly raised my hand and wiped the blood from the corner of my mouth, slowly turned my head, and looked Damon directly in the eyes. Damon's brow furrowed, something in his gaze flickered with unease. He thought I was the Lena he remembered. He thought I would cry, beg, explain. He didn't know. The way I looked at him now was the same way I'd look at a dead man. Vivian caught the way Damon was looking at me. She immediately pointed a finger in my face.
Lena, you ungrateful wolf! Damon already agreed to take you in, and this is how you act? Even if you resent him, you don't get to use this kind of revenge.
I had a strange sense of déjà vu. 3 years ago, it was exactly like this. No matter what happened, Vivian would twist the truth and feed it to Damon. In the beginning, Damon would still yell at Vivian for it. Later, he started echoing her words to come after me. Just like now, Damon bit out.
Jealous.
But he didn't keep going. He went quiet for a moment, then reached into his jacket, placed a check in front of me. 200,000. The posture of charity. The expression of charity. He genuinely believed this was the greatest dignity he could offer me.
Out of respect for what we once had, I won't do anything to you. Take the money. Go buy yourself something decent to wear. If you don't want to look after the child, I'll find you a respectable position in a few days. Since Ethan acquired my pack, this amount means nothing to me.
I looked at that check, looked at his face, giving charity. Under the stunned stares of everyone around us, I pushed it back. Retrieved the chain from Vivian's hand.
No thank you. I don't take things from strangers.
I'm a stranger? Lena, what the hell does that mean?
Since the relationship is over, it's better we don't associate. I wouldn't want my husband to get the wrong idea.
Damon's expression shifted. He glanced at Vivian and that knowing look crossed his face. He thought I was trying to make him jealous.
In 3 days, Ironcrest Pack is hosting a Blood Moon Gala in Ethan's honor. I'll take you. Give you a glimpse of how the other half lives. Though you'll need to find yourself something decent to wear first, or else...
No thank you.
Damon's face darkened.
Lena, I hope in 3 days, you'll still feel this confident.
I walked out of the arrival gate without looking back. Fresh air flooded my lungs. The nausea in my stomach finally began to ease. 3 years ago, my family had pressured me to cross the border for an arranged marriage. I held out against it and ran to Damon, begging him to complete our bond
first.
Make it a done deal before anyone could interfere.
As you wish.
He agreed. Then at the doors of Pack Hall, I didn't just find him. I found Vivian waiting beside him.
Vivian's pup needs to be registered. I have to complete the bond with her first. 1 month. Then I'll come for you immediately. It's only for the child's sake. Don't read into it.
I watched him walk into Pack Hall with Vivian on his arm. That night, I set out. 1 month later, I married Ethan. A year after that, Leo was born. Just a few days ago, I confirmed I was carrying a second. If not for accompanying Ethan back for the ancestral rites, I would never have set foot on this land again for the rest of my life. Let alone run into him at the arrival gate. 3 days later, I put on a light layer of makeup. The same custom soft fabric dress. I went to the Blood Moon Gala alone. The moment I walked in, Damon spotted me. A light flickered in his eyes. That familiar, self-satisfied curve pulled at the corner of his mouth.
Said you wouldn't come, but here you are. Body doesn't lie. Though if you want me to look twice, you could at least dress the part. For an occasion like this, what you're wearing...
I stepped around him and kept walking. He grabbed my arm.
I'm talking to you. Our seats are over here. Where are you going?
I looked calmly toward the far end of the hall,
That's your seat. Mine is over there.
following my gaze. Damon saw the head table, the Alpha's seat, the Luna's seat. His expression changed. Vivian's eyes turned vicious instantly. She fixed her glare on the chain at my wrist and raised her voice.
Lena! How did you get in here? Are you here to cause trouble? Walking in with that chain. Are you trying to humiliate the Luna? Tonight is Ethan's first time bringing his Luna out in public. Rogue woman, get out!
Every guest in the room turned to look. Someone glanced at Damon.
Damon Alpha. Do you know this person?
Damon straightened his cuffs, perfectly composed.
No.
One word. Clean. Final. Vivian lifted her chin immediately.
Take off that chain and get out!
She reached for it. I stepped aside, but someone deliberately tripped me from behind. I fell. Vivian planted her foot on my wrist. The chain. She tore it free with brute force. The gems scattered across the floor, like a shattered constellation.
Drag her out.
Pain screamed through my wrist, bone deep.
I'm Ethan.
His what? His mistress?
Who do you think you are?
She backhanded me again. I lay against the marble floor. When I came back here, I hadn't planned to settle scores with anyone. There was no point. But now, she had struck me twice. She had destroyed something Ethan gave me. She would pay for both of those things. Everything she was capable of losing. She would lose it all. Damon crouched in front of me. He reached out as if to touch the wound on my wrist. I flinched away on instinct. He looked at me coldly.
Are you done making a scene? You came in that outfit, wearing that chain. You missed me, didn't you? You wanted to make me jealous. Just say the word and I'll give you what you want.
Damon,
I raised my eyes to meet his.
you're finished.
Damon frowned, about to speak. The atmosphere in the gala shifted. Every guest began composing themselves, pressing toward the entrance. Damon leaned down and murmured to me.
Ethan's here. Behave yourself. Vivian and I have already dissolved our bond.
I pressed my nearly crushed wrist. Looking at his face, I felt nothing but revulsion. Whether you two dissolve your bond or not, what does that have to do with me? Then, the doors opened. Ethan walked in, carrying Leo. The moment Leo entered the hall, he squirmed to get down from Ethan's arms. The moment the cherub-faced little pup touched the ground, every eye in the room was pulled to him. Damon turned to me abruptly.
Lena, as long as you stop provoking Vivian, I can forgive you for disappearing 3 years. I'll give you a chance. Bear me a child that belongs to us.
I paid him no attention. I was looking through the crowd, trying to catch Leo's eye. Leo's gaze swept the room, then locked. He broke free from Ethan's hand and charged toward me. Crashed into my arms.
Mama, what happened to you? Who did this? Why is there so much blood on your hand?
That one word. Mama. And the entire gala went still. The guests who had stood by cold-eyed while I was struck, their faces all changed at once. Leo held on to me, eyes going red. I crouched to meet him at eye level, cupped his round little cheeks in my hands.
Mama is fine.
Whoever dares to treat Mama like this...
I was about to reassure him when I felt the pressure from behind. Not an ordinary approach. It was Ethan's, the kind that felt like a mountain moving, the kind that made the air itself go still. The crowd parted automatically. I didn't need to turn around to know he was furious. Since I'd gotten pregnant with our second, he'd have kept me physically tucked against him if he could. And if it hadn't been for the urgent matter, he never would have sent someone else to pick me up. I lifted Leo into my arms, turned around. Ethan was standing there. His gaze dropped to the bloodstain on my wrist, then to the marks on my face. His eyes went dark. Leo slipped out of my arms and ran to Ethan.
Daddy, someone hurt Mama! Let's go get revenge.
Lena, tell me what happened. One moment I'm away and you're already hurting.
Which blind fool did this?
I'm fine, Ethan.
Lena, I'm your mate. If something wronged you, you don't have to carry it alone.
We can't let anyone hurt Mama!
Maybe it was the pregnancy. Maybe I'd held it together for too long. My voice came out with a tremor I hadn't planned for.
You weren't there, and they all went after me.
At that moment, Leo's eyes caught something on the floor. He bent down and picked up a single gem.
Daddy, Isn't this part of the gift you gave Mama?
Ethan took the stone and turned it over. On the back, 2 letters were engraved, E-L.
Turn on every light.
Every light in the gala blazed on. Ethan tilted my face toward him.
They actually dared to do this to you. We can't let them get away with this.
I didn't know if it was the pregnancy, but my emotions kept slipping past my defenses.
You weren't there, and they all went after me.
The people who had followed to the arrival gate to mock me, their legs were shaking now. They were finally putting it together. The woman in the custom soft fabric dress 3 days ago. The woman with the heartstone chain on her wrist. The woman who kept insisting she was Ethan's Luna. She hadn't been making it up. Every word she said had been true. Just then, Vivian's follower Jade stepped forward.
Lena, are these 2 actors you hired? Not bad performances, honestly. Want Vivian to help you find an agent? Though, since you can't even afford a decent outfit these days, I have one I've worn before. I could give it to you. Save you the embarrassment.
Jade had arrived last. She hadn't seen Leo throw himself into my arms. She had dressed to kill tonight, hoping to catch the eye of a powerful mate. The fastest route to a powerful mate in these circles was to win Vivian's favor. And the most effective way to win Vivian's favor was to make my life miserable. So she opened her mouth. No one in the room laughed. Everyone was staring at her like she'd lost her mind. Jade began to panic. She turned to Ethan and tilted her face upward, trying to be coy.
The man next to her, he's not bad looking. If you're willing to leave Lena, I might consider keeping you.
Keeping. Ethan. I nearly laughed out loud. Ethan started laughing. That kind of laugh. The rare one, where it curls up at the corners and he can't quite stop it. He had always been particular about my safety. Over the years, anyone who tried to get close to him either vanished or ended up on the far end of the continent. He wasn't angry. He simply found her amusing, in the way one finds someone who has used up their borrowed time. Jade sensed the shift in the room and tried to press herself closer to Vivian. Vivian immediately gave her a slap that sent her to the floor.
Jade, are you trying to die? You dare offend Ethan and his Luna? Do you have a death wish?
Jade clutched her face, slumped on the marble, murmuring,
Lena is Lena. She's really the Luna. I offended.
Ethan was notorious across the continent for being fiercely protective of his mate. Jade's mind went to what might be waiting for her. Her whole body began to tremble. Someone in the crowd gasped. All eyes moved to the hem of Jade's dress. She had wet herself from fear. Ethan gave a slight frown. His guards understood without a word and dragged her out. Damon and Vivian's faces flushed a deep, mortified red. Everyone in the room knew that Jade's words had always followed wherever their hearts pointed. The healer Ethan had summoned was treating my wounds. The antiseptic touched skin. I hissed through my teeth. Just that one sound. And Ethan and Leo both looked up with murder in their eyes.
You can't even apply medicine without hurting her?
The healer's hands began to shake even harder. I pretended to glare at them.
Lena.
Mama.
Father and son both shrank back, looking aggrieved. I sighed.
The healer is helping me. Stop terrifying her.
The healer visibly exhaled. After her examination, she addressed Ethan.
Alpha Ethan, the Luma is unharmed, and the pup in the womb is safe as well. The wound on her wrist is fairly deep. I'll use the finest medicine available and do my best to ensure it heals without scarring.
Ethan went quiet, said nothing. Only I knew. This was what it looked like when he was truly, deeply furious. Damon, the one most responsible for all of it, was finally beginning to feel afraid. He never could have imagined that the Omega he had thrown away had become the mate of the man above him in every hierarchy that mattered. Ethan stood beside me and swept a slow gaze across the room.
I'd like you all to volunteer what happened in the past few days.
If I have to find out on my own.
He paused.
Everyone present may not die pleasantly.
Damon's complexion shifted. He was the first to speak.
Ethan Alpha, this is all a misunderstanding. As Lena's former intended mate, I was simply catching up with her.
The glass in Ethan's hand let out a faint, precise crack. Damon didn't notice and kept going.
Ethan Alpha must know how much Lena used to love me. Catching up is only natural, isn't it?
The glass shattered. Ethan's hand was covered in blood. I ached just looking at it.
Damon, stop flattering yourself.
I tended to Ethan's hand while I spoke.
In this life, I have only ever loved Ethan. Say anything else to drive a wedge between us, and don't expect me to stay civil.
Ethan looked down, watching me bandage his hand. And then he smiled.
Lena, you just said I'm your favorite.
I was speechless.
Damon's expression turned wounded.
Lena, Vivian and I have dissolved our bond.
He opened his mouth again.
That pup could call you mama going forward too. You only married Ethan to spite me, didn't you? I understand. I don't mind. As long as you're willing to come back, everything I can give you, none of it is less than what he offers. As long as you're willing to come back and be my son's nanny.
Leo, sitting nearby, slowly set down his fork. He studied Damon for a moment.
Nanny? My mama is a little princess at home. You think you're worthy of making her a nanny? Mama will only ever have me and my little sister, 2 children. Your pup of unclear origins has no business being connected to my mama. You're not as handsome as my daddy, not as tall either, and you smell the kind of broke that gets into your eyes.
The guests around them burst out laughing. Damon's face went purple. At this moment, Vivian had completely lost what remained of her composure. She heard Damon say, "Let Lena be the child's mother." She picked up a fork and lunged at Leo.
You little bastard, I'll kill you!
The moment Vivian charged at Leo, I released Ethan's hand and threw myself over Leo.
Son, are you...
Okay, the word never came out. Before I lost consciousness, I saw Leo's face. Panicked. Pale. I wanted to tell him, "Don't cry." The words didn't come. Everything went dark. The sharp smell of antiseptic pulled me back. White ceiling above me. A patient's gown. Mia was sitting at the bedside. The moment she saw my eyes open, she threw herself at me.
Lena! You're finally awake! If you'd slept any longer, those 2 little demons of yours would have torn the whole territory apart!
My first instinct. I pressed a hand to my stomach. Mia understood immediately.
Relax. You and the baby are both perfectly fine. The doctor said it was the shock combined with the pain from your wound that made you pass out. Yeah. That Vivian is absolutely unhinged, going at Leo with a fork! Where are Leo and Ethan? Safe. Both of them. You were still too reckless. With that many guards around, it wasn't your turn to step in. That's Leo. I know, your precious little pup. That little creature is vicious enough on his own. He didn't need protection. Where are they now, the 2 of them?
Mia's eyes lit up.
Gone to avenge you. I got there after you'd already passed out, but I pieced together what happened from the people around. After you went down, Leo picked up the fork from the floor and drove it straight through Vivian's palm. He's 3 years old. I have no idea where he found the strength. Ethan had also learned by then what happened at the arrival gate 3 days ago. That Damon slapped you. That he tore off the Heartstone chain. The way they all humiliated you. He knew every detail. Then he had his guards hold Damon down and had the hand that struck you cut off. Leo watched the whole thing without blinking once. Such a little tyrant. Vivian, Ethan had someone bring in a crate of gemstones and told her to swallow them all. He said exactly this: "Since you love taking things that belong to others so much, I'll give you your fill. The gems are yours, so is the man." She swallowed. She refused, so they brought in her son. She swallowed a lot. When she was half dead from it, Ethan had someone carve up her face, severed the tendons in her son's hands, and had her thrown into international waters. The guests who stood there and watched you get beaten, every single one of them left with a scar on their wrist, so they'll remember the cost of looking away while the Luna was being humiliated. Oh, and one more thing. Ironcrest Pack officially dissolved. Everything Damon had, starting today, gone. Though Damon was supposed to go into international waters too, but Vivian threw herself at the guards to buy him time. So he ran. Ethan and Leo are looking for him now.
The trade wasn't hard to guess. Damon must have told Vivian something about her son. A mother's love will make her capable of anything. Vivian had swallowed that many stones. She wouldn't survive long. The only thing she had left to hold on to was that child. A heaviness settled somewhere in my chest. My son was already so good, and Ethan was turning him into something else entirely. I was about to ask more questions. The door to the ward was shoved open. 2 figures. One tall, one small. Leo elbowed Mia aside and launched himself toward the head of my bed.
Lena, you're finally awake. Where does it hurt? Everyone who wronged you. I've already taken care of it.
I'd only been unconscious for one night, but the two of them looked like they'd lost me for decades.
I'm fine, Ethan. Stop worrying.
I turned to Leo.
Son, did Daddy scold you?
Leo paused. His little mouth puckered and tears came.
No, Daddy didn't scold me.
You're lying.
I couldn't stand it when Leo kept things from me. But he held his ground. Knowing Ethan's temperament, Leo had definitely gotten an earful. I pulled Leo into my arms. Then I shot Ethan a look. Ethan froze in place, unmistakably guilty.
Mama, I won't ever let you get hurt again. This time it was my fault. I'm sorry, Mama.
My heart dissolved completely.
Protecting Leo is something Mama is meant to do. Mama isn't blaming you.
Mia took Leo out. Just Ethan and me left in the ward. He was insistent on checking my wounds himself.
Ethan, the doctor already bandaged everything.
He bent down anyway and blew softly on the wound.
Lena, I promise there won't be a next time.
All right, I believe you. I hold my life very dear, Ethan, because I still have a whole lifetime to spend with you.
His eyes smiled, like a child's. Ethan and Leo absolutely insisted I stay in the healer's den for observation. A whole team of healers examined me from every angle, multiple times. Only when every indicator came back normal did they clear me for discharge.
Leo, pass Mama the—
Lena, it's me.
I was packing up, facing away from the door. My hands went still. I turned around. Damon. His face was still swollen, his whole body covered in wounds. But he had made himself presentable. He was wearing the dress shirt I had given him years ago. The one he had once said was ugly, cheap-looking.
What do you want?
He had slipped past Ethan's guards to find me. He had to have connections. I couldn't afford to act rashly.
Don't be afraid. I'm not here to hurt you.
Damon seemed to read the caution in me and spoke quickly.
Just what?
Lena, I still love you. When I think about you bonded to another male, carrying his children, I can't bear it. We can start over.
Start over? Damon? When you drove me out of Pack Hall and made me the laughingstock of the entire pack, did you think about today? You come to me now with talk of love? Don't you find that revolting?
Vivian was carrying my pup. I couldn't just abandon the situation. And you wouldn't have wanted a child growing up without a father.
I laughed coldly.
Children fall out of the sky, do they? If you'd kept control of yourself, how would you have accidentally gotten someone pregnant? And here you still are, making excuses for your own failures. The number of females you've been with, I've lost count. What makes you think I would ever come back? You're rotting meat. Why would you think I'd ever want to smell that again?
The door flew open. Guards surged in and pinned Damon down. Ethan was the last one through the door, his expression black as char.
Damon. Not dead fast enough, apparently.
After confirming I was unharmed, he waved a hand and had the guards drag him out. As Damon was hauled away, he turned his head back.
Ethan, you think she actually loves you? She only married you because of me!
Ethan's fist connected. Damon went silent. He wasn't unaware of what I'd done to shield him. These years since we bonded, he'd carried a quiet insecurity inside him, always feeling like I didn't love him quite enough. I watched his back as he left the ward. It ached somewhere in me. As for Damon, I wanted him erased from my life entirely. That night, back at the Pack Lodge, I stood in the corridor for a while, just drifting in my thoughts. Wedding portraits from our bonding ceremony hung along the wall. In the photo, Ethan had eyes only for me. In the photo, my expression was distant. Back then, it was still an arranged union. I hadn't fully opened my heart yet, but over these years, I had long since fallen for this man, completely. I lifted one of the frames from the wall. On the back of the frame, photographs, covering every inch. All of me. Only me. Starting from high school, one of me handing out flyers at the academy entrance, another taken after my secondary school graduation, walking home alone. He had loved me, long before I ever knew who he was. Footsteps from the far end of the corridor. Ethan was coming back. He saw me sitting on the settee holding those photos. His footsteps stopped. He came forward, like a child who knew he'd done something wrong.
Lena, how did you...
I looked up. If you liked me that much, why didn't you come find me sooner? You let me waste all those years tangled up with someone like Damon. The photographs are beautiful, by the way. I love them.
Lena, you're not angry?
Angry about what?
I was watching your life without you knowing. I'm not right in the head.
You are not right in the head. When I look at these, all I feel is love. So much of it.
The man who was almost never anything but composed, his eyes filled with tears.
Lena, I never dared hope you'd love me. I only ever wanted you to stay by my side.
There you go again, talking nonsense. You are all I see, Ethan. Every part of me.
I had looked into his past afterward, abandoned by his birth parents as a child. His file wrote it simply, foundling, origin unknown. A foster father took him in, but never learned how to show warmth. In school, he was quiet. So quiet no one dared approach him. Classmates gave him a nickname behind his back, the Mute Wolf. He never fought back. Every day he sat alone at the farthest corner of the cafeteria, a single bowl of plain rice, no side dishes. Reading this, my eyes went hot. And then, I remembered something I had almost forgotten myself. Back in high school, I once cut through the neighboring academy and glanced into their cafeteria. I saw a boy, sitting alone, too thin, uniform hanging loose off his shoulders. In front of him, just a bowl of white rice. All around him, students laughed and shoved. Not one looked at him. He was like an extra person this world had left over. I walked in, pulled a handful of meal vouchers from my bag, the ones my mother gave me to treat friends with, slapped them down on his table.
Hey, from today on, you're under my wing. Lena's crew. Consider this your initiation fee.
The boy lifted his head, slowly. His eyes were dark like a well that had never seen sunlight. I got embarrassed, scratched my head, and ran off. I never even asked his name. And that boy turned out to be Ethan. I sat there shaking. Ethan lifted his head.
Lena?
Back then, were you wearing a washed-out blue jacket?
He froze. I watched his face change, inch by inch. Shock, disbelief, something raw enough to break.
You remember?
He dropped to his knees in front of me, like his legs had given out.
I thought you'd forgotten long ago.
I thought all these years it was only mine to carry.
He reached into the inner pocket against his chest, drew out a worn leather wallet, opened it. Inside, a single meal voucher. Yellowed. Soft at the corners from being rubbed between fingers. Over and over.
This one's the last. The others, I couldn't bear to spend them. They expired. Only this one, I kept on me, always. Every time I felt like I couldn't go on, I'd take it out and look at it. To tell myself, once, in this world, there was a girl who thought I was worth the price of a meal.
My tears fell onto the yellowed voucher. What I had called a single moment of soft-heartedness was the light that had carried him through his entire adolescence. I lifted his face, looked into those same dark eyes from the cafeteria corner.
Ethan, from today on, it's my turn to watch you. And this time, you're not allowed to make yourself small anymore.
He didn't speak, just buried his face in my palms, warm, wet, falling, one drop at a time. This man who never bowed his head in front of the entire pack was crying into my hands like that boy no one ever saw.